everybody. This is Truman Talks Treasure. I'm Truman, and the treasure we're going to be talking about today is going to be the 2 weeks I spent with my PlayStation 2. Mine is a slim silver variant. It's pretty daggone beat up, has some scratches on it, but it works absolutely fine. Back when I used to keep all the consoles on the shelf, I kept it in a horizontal mount, and it saved space. Now I keep all the consoles in boxes, and I only break them out when I'm playing a specific game. I do keep all the games out on the shelves still. In fact, here's how I keep those PlayStation 2 games and the neat things they're kept with. Now, what you did not see on the shelf was some of the best games for the system. And that's because some of the best games for the system were remastered on the PlayStation 3. Now, I don't have a lot of shelf space, so when I get an HD version, out goes the PS2 version, so I remain game neutral. Now, the rarest game I have is Rez. Now, a lot of you might be saying, we just saw your shelves, Truman. We saw Hack Quarantine on there. Well, I don't actually have the Hack Quarantine game. I just used this Final Fantasy 12 game, made a copy of the label, because you put them together on the spine and it's like a little bit of a puzzle, and I wanted to complete the puzzle. Now, I might get this game, but I was checking the prices. It's still disc only, goes for over $100. And it's one of those games I probably won't actually play for a very long time. So I'd have to come across it in the wild. I wouldn't sell it or get rid of it if that happened, but I'm not going to be paying over $100 for a game that I might not play for 10 years. Now, speaking of games that I played during the last 2 weeks, I have the whole Grand Theft Auto trilogy, but I only played 3, had a lot of fun just tooling around, doing the Grand Theft Auto stuff that you do in all of them, causing mayhem. I played Mark of Cry, Twisted Metal Black, Katamari Damacy. Put a bunch of giggly time into this. What I did not play any of was Mr. Mosquito. I was really surprised. I put a lot of time into this while I was doing the beta testing with the camera and the microphone to see if they work at all. But what I put the most time into was Sean Palmer's Snowboarding. Now, one of the brilliant things about this game is the 2-player game called Push. They did something where they took a negative of 2-player couch games, which is dividing the screen there, and then they made something awesome of it where you are competing with your friend, and the more points you get, the more screen you get, until one of you pushes the other one completely off the screen. I thought it was very clever. It's made by the same people who do all the Tony Hawk stuff, and I really enjoy that series. And I don't have any Tony Hawk games for the PS2, but that is as good as any of them. In fact, that two-player situation might even be a little bit better. All right, now, have I talked about all the games? I have. So that means it's time to choose the next console for playing. Goodbye, PlayStation 2, for a little bit. You've treated me very well. I'll see you again soon. But it is time to break out and play. Oh, very exciting. We are finding out the Nintendo 64. Wow. Okay. The Nintendo 64 does show its age quite a bit, but it's still got tons of great games to play, and I've got a bunch of the really good games for that. There's 2 on my collection list I still don't have for the Nintendo 64. A Zelda game that I'm not going to play a ton for because I already have different variants of that. Okay, I'm trying to think of think and do stuff on the computer at the same time. I'm not doing very well. Ooh, look at that. Hello, Nintendo 64, my grape one right up there. Anyways, I've got to go break those games out and decide what to play and what not to play. Until next time, keep hitting the books.